Let me think. Today's Tuesday, September 18th, 2012, and I'm going to do chapter 6 of my autobiography. This is from let's see, 1985 to I don't know when. We'll see. It starts in 1985 when I was 22 years old. My father passed away when I was 22. He was 44, and the whole extended family just exploded and split and scattered. He was holding everyone together. So I came up to Yosemite. He passed in the end of May, and I was in Yosemite in July and August. I came to July to I came in July to do something. I forgot what it was. And in June I came back to, or in August I came back to live. So okay, so yeah, let's see, he passed in May. Damn it. He passed in May, and I I got to Yosemite in August. Oh, what I did in the meantime was fix the front yard. I built a 5-foot fence so my dogs could be all the way around the house, so they could protect the house, because I was going to leave. It was just going to be me, my sister, and my mother there in this big house, and so they felt a lot safer with the gate all the way around the house, and the dogs, they were big and scary, the dogs out there. So what else? What else? Okay, so I get to Yosemite. Here's what it is. Ouch. I get to Yosemite and I'm 22 years old. It's 1985. It's August. And they hired me as an unassigned hire. The concessionaire, who was the curry company at the time, they said, just come up, we'll give you a job. So I came up, and I came up with my pickup with my motorcycle in it, full of all my cool shit. And was coming to them as a firefighter from LA County Fire Department and an EMT. And I had not my fire science degree, but I had the classes. And they hired me, and they said, and when I came, so here's what I did. I came up with all my stuff, and the night before I stopped outside the park in this place called Goat Meadow and spent the night. And when I woke up, I didn't have to be there to the appointment until like 3. So I woke up, I was like, I have all kinds of time. So I pulled my motorcycle off my truck, and I drove it around, and I was like, oh my God, this place is paradise. I'm gonna love it here. And so I went riding, and I loved it. I realized I was in the right place, and I was just so happy. And so I went to personnel after that, and I took it seriously. I went and took a shower, and I had nice clothes, for the interview. And I had a dress shirt, and a tie, and slacks. And they said, all we have is housekeeping and food service. And I'm like, neither one of those sound good. I'm a firefighter, and you know what I mean? It's like, and I was like, damn, man, I really want to work in Yosemite. I'll just do it, because that's what they're offering me, and that's all there is. So I said, okay, give me, I forgot which one it was, food service, I think. And so count to 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Some guy comes by, happens to be black, and says, "Try him for security." And I said, "Yeah, that sounds good. Try me for security." And they said, "Okay." So they gave me a referral, and I went over to security, and I talked to the boss. And I'm like, "Yeah, man, I'm a firefighter for Alley County Fire Department. I flew in helicopters to fight fires. I'm an emergency medical technician. You know, I'm big and strong and good looking and smart and accomplished." And he's like, "You're hired." You know, and shit that they like, you know. And so I was a maid, I think, or a food service for like 5 seconds when I first came to Yosemite. And the guy behind me and the guy in front of me in the employment line was like, I saw them in their maid uniforms that same day. And I was in my security uniform, and I come driving up with like a walkie-talkie, handcuffs, and you know, dressed all cool with a tie, and they're like, "Damn, how did you do that?" I'm like, "I got juice, man." You know, that was a good job, man. It was fun and challenging, and I got to do really cool stuff all the time. I was a firefighter and an emergency medical technician and a security officer in one for the concessionaire in Yosemite National Park. And they had all kinds of different things that you could do. You could work days, you could work nights, you could work shoplifting detail, you could go on cash run, go get the money, you could transport people, you could work all night long and respond to emergencies and fires and anything that had to do with like breaking laws and stuff like that, and stealing from the company. We'd go do investigations and shit. It was fun, man. That was a fun job. I arrested a lot of people. I had to like do crowd control. I had to deal with drunk people all the time. I was an emergency on EMT too, so I had to deal with emergencies a lot, and it was great. I loved that job. It was fun, but it didn't pay that much. But you know, I was young and I didn't need much, so I get there in August, and I get this job, and around October, the weather started to change, and it got cold and windy, and I'm like, "What's this?" Because in LA, you only have 2 seasons, you know, hot and not hot, and rainy. And here it was like I'm experiencing my first real fall or autumn, and I was like, "Wow, I noticed this is different," and I'm in Yosemite, so yeah, I remember that day, and it was like, "Whoa, this is a trip." So I probably was working in Yosemite about 3 months when I was I was working. I was on the job, and I thought, you know what? I'm gonna project myself 20 years into the future, and I'm gonna see what it's like. And I heard myself talking to a friend saying, "You know, I used to live and work in Yosemite, and I loved it." And I thought, used to live and work in Yosemite, and then I thought, this can't go on if indefinitely, because the way it is, you can't own land there, and you have to work for the park, you know, and so I thought, I want to stay here, you know. So it was at that moment that I changed my destiny, you know, because what I went up there for was a temporary job, but right away I was like, I never want to leave here. And that vision came to me when I projected myself into the future and saw that future self who only made that a temporary thing to come up there, you know. And I thought, nope, I'm changing that right now, and I'm going to will myself to stay here. And my future changed, and look, I'm the Rainbow Man. Yes. What does that mean? Okay, so here's a new one. Okay, I'm going to talk about this.